in this video, you will learn how to read a word problem and then use a proportion to solve the problem. So here's your first example. Justine ran 2 miles in 14 minutes. If she continued to run that same pace, how long will it take her to run 5 miles? Okay, so we can set up our first ratio was given to us. 2 miles over 14 minutes. Okay, she ran 2 miles in 14 minutes. If she continued to run that same pace, how long will it take her to run 5 miles? So we're going to make a proportion, so 2 equal fractions. Okay, and we're going to set this up. There are multiple ways to set this up, but the way I'm going to teach you is that you can keep labels across from each other. So 14 minutes, and then the question wants to know how long. So it's wanting to know how many minutes. So that's what I'm solving for. I'm going to put an X there. Okay, and then it says, how long would it take her to run 5 miles? So we have miles across from miles. Okay, so then you just solve for X like we have learned. In this case, remember, you can cross multiply. So you would have 14 times 5, and then now that we know how to take the shortcut, you can just divide by 2, and you will get 35. So at the same pace, Justine it would take her 35 minutes, okay, to run 5 miles. That's pretty fast. Okay, next example. John read 2 pages of his book in 3 minutes. If he continued to read at the same pace, how many pages could he read in 10 minutes? So I'm going to set up my first ratio. So I have 2 pages, and this is an abbreviation for pages you can use, in 3 minutes is equal to my second ratio, how many pages could he read in 10 minutes? Okay, well, I'm going to keep minutes across from minutes. They're both on the bottom. Setting up 2 ratios that equal each other. Okay, how many pages is what I'm solving for. I don't know how many pages, so I'm going to put an X there. Okay, then I can cross multiply the 2 that are diagonal from each other that do not have the X. 2 times 10, and you're going to divide by 3, because remember, he is the loner. Can you get this? You're going to get 6.6 repeating. That's kind of a weird answer. 6.6 repeating pages? Okay, you could go ahead and round this to 6.7 pages. Okay, knowing that this means he read a little over 6.5 pages in 10 minutes. Okay, last example I have for you here. Jackie, let's just say Jackie ate 100 M&Ms in 1.5 minutes. How many M&Ms can she eat in 2 minutes? Okay, so my first ratio, 100 M&Ms in 1.5 minutes. 100 M&Ms, and I can't really make that and symbol very well. Alright, 100 M&Ms in 1.5 minutes. Can you guys hear those loud children in the hallway? That would be you guys. Okay, so then how many M&Ms can she eat in 2 minutes? How many M&Ms in 2 minutes? Okay, so M&Ms go across from M&Ms. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How many M&Ms? And then minutes across from minutes. How many M&Ms can she eat in 2 minutes? Okay, then I just solve this proportion. I can cross multiply 100 times 2 and divide by the loner. 1.5 is the loner because it's across from the X. Okay, and you get 133.3 repeating. We can't really eat 0.3 repeating M&M. So we're going to say she would be able to eat 133 M&Ms in 2 minutes. That's a lot of M&Ms there, Jackie. Alright.